Hey guys, how's it going? Alright, so so my sister and my brother made a video. I've been having a hard time uploading into my channel. So maybe later on tonight there, because I know my sister and my brother play a drinking game watching my videos. So maybe later on tonight, if I get too tired, I'm gonna watch it on their channel, which is my brother-in-law's name, and do that because I know they watch my videos and I know they make a drinking game out of it. So I'm gonna do a parody every time of what they do. So it's gonna be hilarious. Don't worry. All right. So little things about these two swords here. Here. I got these from my uncle there from my grandmother's funeral. They are not real swords. These are fencing or fetters, basically. These, I've tried swinging them at full strength of air, and the tang looks like it's ready to come out of it. So, I wouldn't use this in combat. But it's funny because these do have a real lore in the family. When and a few kids is there from my dad's side, right? They're my uncle and his cousin were sword fighting on these. So yeah, and so yes, and just because I want to test my skills, after my steel bow episode, which is going to be right after the test, right after tomorrow, when I get my broadsword done and sharpened, Brandon put a handle on and make a new handle for the katana because I couldn't test it, so it's gonna go to that one when there is a kind of redemption episode. So yeah, and the leaf spring I'm gonna be using to make, and I'm not doing a twin. I'm not making two of these. I'm just gonna be making one. Actually, with the leaf spring, I'm gonna choose. I can definitely make. No, that's saying it. Actually, this is way too thick for that. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this leaf spring in half lengthways, stretch it out, try to get it about this long there for the sword. Now, I got parameters because I actually have something physical to look at constantly, so we're gonna see how accurate I can replicate these ones. And the type of sword that is, it's called the El Cid, and well, that's the guy who that's the sword. It's a sword name from Force and Fire. But El Cid is the guy who commissioned something like this there in Spain. Can't remember what's it called. It starts with a D. I know that. I know it starts with a D, but I'm getting fucking sidetracked here. I'm stoned. Let's fucking do this. So, I'm just gonna grind a little bit of rust off of this. And oh yeah. Because some people don't think I actually have one, I do. It just gets so full of dust and sometimes I just don't wear it. I hate how it just leans so fucking far here. It doesn't have to do that. fucks up the machine if it's like that. Alright, good. He works. Oh, wait. There. That's sharp enough now. I'm gonna have to stop this soon. 4 minutes. Great. Alright. I'm just gonna go let that cool down for a bit. I just don't want the temper to be ruined in it, right? So that's how you ruin a blade, by making it so goddamn burnt. But if you do it once in a while, it's not too bad. But yeah, no. But yeah, no. This is almost, the Bliss blade's almost done. This, like, this side here is almost done. Then it's this side for the next video. Then after that, I'm just going to be doing the handle. I might just grind this a little bit just to get rid of that kick, make it a bit more straight. Yeah, I have plenty of metal for that. I got a brass pin. That board I put in the shed. Yeah, it'd be good for some scale. So for this handle, I'm just going to do some knife scales to it. Because honestly, this is still way too thick of a tang thing for it. And I think for something like this broadsword, a knife handle would be kind of good. So this broadsword would technically be a messer. But a double-edged broadsword-esque messer. So, yeah. And just for people's confusion of what I just said there, a messer is a sword with a knife handle construction. So, like what I'm doing, scale handles. I've made a few blades like that, so. But that one, but for the replica, I'm going to be doing a through tang, which that's going to be really hard for me to figure out. But I have a few ideas on how I'm going to do it. Yeah, that's going to be probably around September me project, just to make one of them. And just to really do that, because I got maybe a little mid-August, honestly. Yeah, mid-August when I get back. That's going to be that one. And I know I said a season ender, but I might make a few, you know me, I'm going to make a few projects, like, as long as I can do that. But, yeah, no. I got bits of steel there. That's just stuff I was planning on doing, but I have no idea how to do it yet. But I'll figure it out. And I gotta do something make something for my niece's wedding. Yeah, I gotta need time for that too. Shit. So, yeah, okay. So, yeah, that one might be before. I'm not doing that before the trip. I have so much shit and I want built, so, yeah. So I'm going to let this sit here for about 5 or 10 minutes, and I'll come back to it. Probably have a joint while I wait, honestly, take the dogs out. Yeah. Enjoy your Saturday there, guys. If you like this video, give me a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a reaction video to my sister's video, my sister and my brother's video there, because I think it's going to be funnier just to do a parody of their drinking game. And that time, I'm also going to set the rules as well. So, yeah. Cheers.